after they made their plans, they tried to contact Luke as soon as possible. After Luke learned that the government wanted him to explore west of the Mississippi, he messaged his friend Will to meet at the colony of St. Louis on the 14th of May. After training for about a year, it was time for Luke and Will to embark on their quest.
I'd like to thank you all for coming on this exploration, such as Will and his servant Jack. And there are many towns that still need our help. Today, we make history.
During the expedition, Luke and his dog Sebastian explored the west of the Mississippi a lot together, discovering new plant life and at times new species of animals. Luke's expedition was very dangerous and he almost lost his life many times. Fortunately, no one died, except for one person, and that was Charlie Floyd.
Will, are you okay?
It's okay.
I think I'm gonna call these the Bluffs of Charlie, in honor of him.
2 weeks later, their expedition made it to the Great Plains. A few weeks later, they crossed by Sioux Falls. They became very, very paranoid after the attacks and are very, very hostile. They were met with hostility. After many months of travel, they made it to a fur trader named Ted.
What brings you here?
We're here to explore the west of the Mississippi, but we got lost.
And this is relevant how?
Well, Ted, we need somebody who knows the area.
And? Oh.
Well, we'd like to hire you to explore the area.
What? And leave all of this?
My point exactly.
Well, we could make a deal.
Yeah?
If I could bring one of my lovely wives.
Are you absurd? It could be dangerous.
Well, my wife Sarah knows these lands very well too, and if you want me in your expedition, you're gonna have to bring her.
Very well then. I guess you don't have a choice.
Sarah, get over here. Yes?
Okay, but she's pregnant.
It'll be fine. It's okay.
Very well then.
On December 24th, the expedition stopped and built their winter quarters. They called it Fort Mandan. Then on February 11th, still in the fort, Sarah gave birth to her daughter. Will started to nickname her Poppy, and the name just seemed to stick.
Pop it.
It was April 7th of 2015 when Luke and his crew left Fort Mandan. They continued west. Sarah helped them along the way many times, including when she saved their notes. After that, they did not have any problems, until they met a fork in the Missouri River on June 1st, 2015. One river was clear, but the other one was dirty, like the Missouri River that they had been following for the past year. Luke and his crew decided to go ahead and take the clear path. 12 days later, on the 13th, they found the Great Falls of the Missouri River. It is 5 massive cascades, and they got named after the President, Secretary of Treasury, and the Secretary of State before the nuclear attacks. On August 8th, 2015, Sarah recognizes a geographical formation known as Beaver Rock. She notifies them that they are by a small town known as Shoshone. On August 12th, they find the headwaters of the Missouri River, then they cross the Continental Divide. On August 17th, they make it to Shoshone, where Sarah recognizes the mayor as her long-lost brother. When Luke asks for supplies to go to the Bitterroot Mountain, it's part of the Rocky Mountains, the mayor gladly gives them supplies. They leave for the Bitterroot Mountains on August 31st and begin their steep ascent September 11th. On October 16th, they reached the Columbus River, and then they reached some very heavy rapids that most people do not survive. Fortunately, they did survive and made their way for the Pacific. On November 24th, they finally reached the Pacific Ocean, but they did not know where to go for the winter, so they voted on an option A to go to Oregon or option B to stay put.
What's up with all this service slave business?
Well, after the bombs dropped, my family was killed by a group of marauders. Will was kind enough to let me stay as his guest, and guess. Next thing you know, slave. Ain't that nice after all?
Now that we're at the Pacific Ocean, we're gonna head back east. Now, there are 2 routes we can go. Now, I'm gonna call this to a vote, okay? And since Luke has got it all that, I'm just gonna be like the leader now. So, yep. Choice 1. choice number 2. Choice number 1.
After their official vote, where a girl and a servant were able to vote, which hasn't happened yet in this new government, they go to Fort Clastop for the winter. They begin to officially head home on March 23rd, 2016. They find an easier route, so they return home exactly 6 months later.
I would like to thank you all for coming around this. Will, are you okay?
He's dead, June.
No. Get off it. Take her.
Well, after the bomb dropped, the turmoil broke out and my parents were killed by a group of marauders. And then I lived alone with a pack of wolves until I decided to return to society, where this creepy old lady who thought that I was her pet cat took me in, and I ended up getting to do free work for her for milk and catnip and all that fun stuff. Anyway, here I am. The Beatles!
Just keep recording it.
I will film this. I'm being attacked by children.
Something.
Come at me, bro.